Everybody ready? Great. Good afternoon. I'm Detective Lieutenant Patrick McCormick. I'm the Public Information Officer here at the City of Yonkers Police Department. Today we're going to be announcing a series of narcotics-related arrests which took place this morning under the Yonkers Police Department Operation Dope. Present here today are Mayor Mike Spano, Police Commissioner Charles Gardner, Deputy Chief Tim Hodges from our Investigative Services Bureau, Detective Captain Joe Monaco, Commanding Officer of our Detective Division, Detective Lieutenant Justin Barbado, Commanding Officer of our Narcotics Unit, Detective Sergeant Vincent Castelli from the Narcotics Unit, and Detective Sergeant John Morello from our Narcotics Unit. The order of speakers today will be the Police Commissioner, followed by Mayor Spano. We'll be able to take a few brief questions, but bear in mind the operation is ongoing. We may not be able to give specific details in relation to some of the investigation that took place and subsequent arrests this morning. If we could have the Commissioner come up, please.
Thank you, Lieutenant, and good afternoon. Over the past 8 months, our Narcotics Unit has been conducting an intensive covert investigation targeting drug dealers at locations throughout the city. During this initiative, which we labeled Operation Dope, Drug and Opiate Proactive Enforcement, undercover officers made hundreds of buys and purchased over 300 bags of heroin, 20 grams of crack and powder cocaine, and a large amount of prescription medication. The investigation has resulted in securing various narcotic-related charges against 29 separate individuals that are displayed on the poster here to my right. Early this morning, Yonkers Police, along with Westchester County police officers, have taken 16 of the 29 into custody, and they will be arraigned today in both local and county criminal courts. As we speak, our officers are out actively searching for the remaining suspects. This is the first sweep that we've conducted since we began our HEART initiative here in Yonkers, which is a heroin enforcement and assistance response team. We started it back in April of this year. And 18 of these 29 individuals, or 62% of them, were dealing either heroin or opiates. And it should also be noted that these 29 individuals have a combined total of 425 prior arrests. And as you can imagine, a lot of hard work and preparation goes into coordinating an operation like this, and I just think a few thank yous are in order. I want to thank the members of our Investigative Bureau, specifically Lieutenant Barbado, the commanding officer, and all the members of our narcotic unit for their hard work on this initiative. I also want to thank the Westchester County Department of Public Safety, the New York State Police, and the Westchester County Office of the District Attorney for their invaluable support during this initiative. Before I turn it over to our Mayor, the Honorable Mike Spano, I just want to send a warning to those who are dealing drugs here in our community. Operations like this are continuing, and if you choose to sell drugs here in the city of Yonkers, we will find you, vigorously prosecute you, and your picture may be on the poster at our next news conference. So at this time, before I turn it over to the Mayor, I just want to add that if anyone has any information regarding the whereabouts of these individuals, you can contact the Yonkers Police Department at 914-377-7900, or send an anonymous tips to our tip line, which is the keyword YPD plus your tip, to 847-411, and those are totally anonymous tips. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to our Mayor, the Honorable Mike Spano. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner Gardner. And let me just start off by saying we do have the finest police department in all of America. The police officers that are behind me here are representative of the men and women who put a uniform on or not, but go out there and put themselves in harm's way each and every day to protect the residents of our city. And over the past 4 years, while violent crime has gone down 31%, it's gone down because of their hard work and efforts. This is not a proactive team. I'm sorry, this is not a reactive team. This is a proactive group of law enforcement officials who are going after the career criminals. Many of the names the people that you're looking at that board I think I'd be justified in saying that they are career criminals. And I'm very, very proud of the work that they do each and every day on our behalf. And again, thank you, Commissioner. It's good to know that we have such a great police department fighting on our behalf. And for those criminals that are out there, you know what? When the police commissioner says, we will find you, we will arrest you, and most of all, as a mayor, I know you'll be taken off the streets. And the good, freedom-loving people out there who go to work each and every day, who just want to be able to enjoy their community and their quality of life, will be able to live that life because of their hard work. And I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And I just want to say that, these operations takes resources, and without the support of the mayor providing us the resources, we would not be able to do these operations and provide the safe environment for the people that we serve here in our community. At this point, we'll open it up for any questions that you may have.
Excuse me, were they dealing or selling in one specific area or one specific building or a neighborhood in Yonkers?
They were dealing at locations throughout the city. We did focus some of our efforts in the Getty Square downtown area and also the Nodine Hill area, but dealers were at locations throughout the city. Those were our two main areas of focus.
And who are these people? You said they're career criminals, but any stories about who they are specifically?
As I mentioned, these 29 people have a total of 425 prior arrests, so it's safe to say that these individuals have been in trouble in the past, and we've made the buys, undercover buys from them, and we're going to now prosecute them for their actions.
The ones that are still out there, are they the ones that don't have in custody?
That's correct.
Do you think they're out of state, out of the country?
No.
They're just...
No, we're as I said, we're out looking for them as we speak, and we're confident that we're going to have them into custody in the very near future.
Commissioner, both sides believe us will dealers. What about those that supply drugs? Any legal registry in connection with this?
Obviously, we work closely with our law enforcement partners, and we try to continue the investigations to try to find the source of the supplies. But for this operation, we were focusing on people that were dealing here in the city of Yonkers. But again, we do continue these investigations. We do gather intel, and we have other investigations that are active and ongoing as we speak regarding the supply that's coming towards these individuals.
We're seeing a lot of people on the poster. How significant is this into curbing the drug trade in Yonkers as far as the people that you have in custody?
Well, we do think that it's going to make a difference when we take out a whole group of drug dealers. We focused on the individuals that were out there selling heroin, opiates to our residents, and I do believe that taking these people off the street will make a difference. Again, we're not going to stop. These investigations will continue. Operations like this will continue, and as I said, if you're going to deal drugs here in Yonkers, your picture may be on that poster at our next news conference.
You mentioned that these people have been arrested a significant amount of times.
Right.
So if they keep getting out, are you looking at
Right.
laws to change to try to keep them behind bars longer?
Well, as we mentioned, we have a multidisciplined approach to the drug problem, and one of the components is enforcement. And I can tell you that the majority of these are charged with criminal sale of a controlled substance in the third degree, which is punishable by up to 25 years in New York State prison. So we're hopeful that with some of these individuals that have extensive backgrounds, we'll be able to get some severe or more stringent penalties as we go to prosecute these cases.
Kind of in the food chain of dealing, are these top dealers? Are they kind of mid or the lower level?
I think it's a mixture.
It's a mixture.
It's a mixture of those.
Any one of those who are selling drugs close to public schools by any chance?
I'd have to look at it. Yeah, I would say that there were some, but again, some of our focus was in the downtown business district, because we had some issues there, and the Nodine Hill area, but they were at other locations throughout the city.
Commissioner, is heroin going to continue to be a focus for Hart in future?
Well, heroin is a problem that is facing communities not only in Yonkers, but in this region and throughout the country. And I think with the mayor's Heart program, we've been proactive, and we've been trying to not attack it from solely a punishment point of view. We try to prevention and education, assistance, and enforcement. So we've teamed up with St. John's Hospital to try to provide assistance. We're out there educating the community, providing literature on our social media, trying to make people aware of the dangers associated with drugs. And this enforcement is just one part of our multidisciplinary approach to this problem. But again, it's a problem not only here, but here we're really taking significant efforts to try to address it.
Were they dealing just on the streets? Were they in apartments? Were they in businesses? Where were they selling?
The majority, I believe, were on the street. The majority of these were street dealers.
Anyone else? Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.